Welcome back. I am Jeepok Khan. Jeepok's my grandpa. Khan, first three letters of my last name. We are Jeepok Khan 87, and we're here on our Templar Pamzilla, the Breton Templar Pamzilla. And we just escaped the Welling prison. This is episode 2 in my Elder Scrolls Online playthrough series. What we're actually going to do is, now that we've escaped, you can do anything you want, right? You can go questing, you can start grabbing these markers here. We can go find the prophet. We can do anything we want, right? For the most part. But what I'm actually going to do is try to give myself the best start I can in Elder Scrolls Online. I want to get a few things out of the way early on that will level passively while I'm questing. So before we start questing, I'm going to go unlock a few things. Short, sweet part of this, I guess the summary would be that I'm going to unlock the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Antiquity system. We're going to go get our first companion. We're going to unlock the Psijic Order skill line, the Psijic Guild. The reason we want to do this is quite simple. You get them unlocked right away, and they actually unlock things throughout the game, so when you're questing or exploring, you get more money and loot while you're playing the game. They also level up while you're out questing. So if we go and we do a bunch of questing now, and we're just playing the game for several hundred hours, and we don't have them unlocked, later on down the road, we'll unlock them, and we'll have to level them up. So what I do is I actually like to go and unlock them first, before doing any questing, and then we'll jump into questing, and they'll level up passively. It's a really big recommendation. Lots of content creators out there recommend it. I personally as well recommend it. I think it's the best thing to do. I'm actually going to play through it and kind of show what to do and why, and we'll explain it a little bit more. I don't know that we're going to cover it all in this episode because it is going to take a while to get it all done. But instead of actually questing, we're going to go and unlock the Fighters and Mages Guild first. When I do start questing, I will start right in this spot. I will come back to Bleak Rock, and we'll start here with Captain Rana. Okay, so just bear that in mind. This is where the quests kick off for me in Elder Scrolls Online, but I'm going to back bar it for now, and we're going to go do something else. So, if we look here in our skills, I forgot to say, like the video. It would be greatly appreciated. Please smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed it all. You want to help the channel grow. I'd greatly appreciate it. And subscribe. It's free to do, and it keeps you up to date when I put out new content. I am just trying to build a community here, Elder Scrolls Online community, on my YouTube channel, so would love for you to be a part of it. Comment down below as well. These are just my opinions and thoughts. If you have anything to add to the conversation, maybe you have questions on what I'm saying or why I'm saying it, I check those daily, and I'm happy to respond and answer any questions that you might have. Alright, so if we look here, we don't have Fighters Guild or Mages Guild unlocked. We're actually going to go do that. Let me spend these skill points. Like I said in the first video, you want to get one skill from each of these, minimum, and have them on your bar. I'm actually going to put that there and that there. And this is my heal. Rush Ceremony. Beacon your inner light, healing yourself or a wounded ally in front of you for 6,300 health. This is what sets Templars apart from everybody else on the healer front. They have this massive oh shit hill. It's called Rush Ceremony. And it's badass. It's huge. It's so good. It's a great skill. I didn't talk about it last time, but Sunfire from the Dawn's Wrath skill line. What it actually does is you blast an enemy with a charge of radiant heat. It deals 2,200 flame damage and an additional 6,500 flame damage over 20 seconds. The big thing here is upon doing this, we're going to gain Major Savagery and Major Prophecy for 20 seconds. This increases our weapon and spell critical rating by 2,700. It means we're more likely to land criticals. So if I launch this, for the next 20 seconds I'm stabbing them in the face with this skill, I have a better chance of landing criticals doing more damage. If I were to just use this skill without this, I'm going to have less chance of landing big hits, okay? So that's why we use that skill and why we do what we do. So to unlock the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, what you want to actually do here is you'll want to zoom out, and you'll want to get to a way shrine. We're going to travel. Way shrines are how you travel throughout Tamriel. You can see we have several unlocked. The game starts off this way. The DLCs, you know, we're an Elder Scrolls or NISO Plus subscriber. We get the monthly subscription for the craft bag, but it unlocks a lot of these waypoints or way shrines. We're actually going to go up to the way shrine, and we're going to travel over here to our hub city. Now, if you're Ebonheart Pact, you're going to want to go to Stone Falls, Davin's Watch. If you're Daggerfall Covenant, you're going to want to go to Glen Umbra or Daggerfall down here, the way shrine. And if you're Aldmeri Dominion, you're going to want to go to Oradon, and it's down here in Vocal Guard. Now, in any of these hub cities, you can zoom in here and see. We're looking for the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild. The easiest way to see them is the sword will be your Fighters Guild. The Mages Guild will be this little circle eye looking thing. It's pretty badass. And this is how you unlock the Fighters and Mages Guild. You go to these places, you talk to their leader, their initiates, and they accept you into the guild. And that's what we're going to do. So here for the Ebonheart Pact, since that's what we are, we're going to go over here to Davon's Watch. And we're going to find the sword and the eye. Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. And I'm going to head over there now, and we're going to join them. Alright, so we're here in Davon's Watch. Ooh, it's the Prophet.
There you are. There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Hello, Prophet.
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Where is this safe harbor?
I awoke to choking ash in the air and the sounds of strife. I am in Morrowind, home of the Dark Elves, in a city called Davon's Watch. The harborage is a ruin in the cliffs west of the city.
I'll find you there. So that's a quest we'll do way later as well. We want to get these intro things out of the way so they're leveling up. Ooh, there's a choo-choo train. Choo-choo! So like I said, we're here at the Mages Guild. You can see we're outside the building. Mages Guild. We're going to go inside and talk to this dude, and we'll unlock the Mages Guild skill line. It's pretty badass.
I never knew that about
Rudrasa.
witches. Have to try that. Honor to you,
The
Sarah.
Magister.
Welcome to the Mages Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was raised just recently. One does what one must, yes?
Have
you come seeking membership?
Absolutely, the Mages Guild.
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join.
Let's talk about the Mages
It's
Guild.
a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
Ah, so what do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
I'm ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
So it's that simple. We got the skill line in the Mages Guild. It's definitely worth going and knocking out right away. And when I choose to play through the Mages Guild quest line, it has its own personalized quest line. Velast is right down there. Same thing with the Fighters Guild. It has its own quest line. Essentially what they do is they have you do a quest here in your first zone. For Ebonheart Pact would be Stonefalls. Then we have to do a quest in Mournhold. And you have to do a quest for the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild. Then Shadowfen, then East March, then the Rift. And once you complete those, you get a good amount of skill points, loot, goodies, but it's a great, great story to play through. Now, obviously, through Daggerfall and Aldmeri Dominion, you'll play through the 5 zones the same way of your area. And there'll be a quest for each Fighters Guild and Mages Guild there. We're going to do that later. Like I said, we got to get things unlocked first, so they're leveling up while we're doing those quests. So now I'm going to run over to the sword for the Fighters Guild. They're great storylines, too. I mean, it's some of the best writing in the world. I haven't played them in a long, long time, but when we do, they'll be here on the channel for sure. Something to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. So we're here in the Fighters Guild.
Before I go into the field again.
Another tip, always grab every bookshelf. It unlocks things. On occasion, I'll unlock a skill or level them up. So the Hall Steward, Halan.
3 keep you, traveler. Welcome to the Davon's Watch Guild Hall.
Guild?
The Fighters Guild. Have you come to join our worthy crusade? We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment?
Sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild.
Good, good. I know we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
Well, you mentioned a singular purpose.
Right. Sees All Colors here is our new guildmaster. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside.
Really? What do I get in return?
Smart question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the council will come looking for more hands.
I'm ready to join.
Then welcome to the family, as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. Sees All Colors herself often has tasks for new recruits. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Skill Line Fighters Guild. So we unlocked it. Got a little bit of gold. So they're both unlocked. And you can actually go in here and look in the skills. Under Guild, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild. Now the cool things about these guilds and why you want to get them right away is, for the Fighters Guild, if you put a skill point in here, you're going to have Intimidating Presence. What that allows you to do is intimidate NPCs that you're talking to for quests, and it'll actually speed up the quest line. Otherwise, they're going to be like, I'll give you what's your information that you're looking for if you go kill so-and-so, right? And then it's a fetch quest. Well, if you intimidate them, it'll actually cut that out, and they'll be like, all right, here you go. You can have the information, right? It speeds the questing process up. The Mages Guild offers Persuasive Will, and instead of intimidating them, you're just going to persuade them through being nice or sweet or kind, and they're going to give you the information without having to do a fetch quest. Again, it's just ways to speed up questing in the game. Now, to level up the Mages Guild, collect special lore books to increase your rank in the Mages Guild. There's these little blue glowing books all over. They're called lore books. You pick them up. There's a shit ton in each zone, actually. If we go and look here, map. We come over to the side. Just in Stone Falls, there's 32 books. Stone Falls, Shalador's library books. A shit ton of them. So, and you collect these, hundreds of them, and it levels up your Mages Guild. Now, for the Fighters Guild, to level this up, it's a lot easier. You just got to destroy Dark Anchors or kill Daedra and Undead to increase your Fighters Guild rank. Well, there's a lot of skeletons and big bads and Daedra all over Tamriel. This one will level up a lot faster, like night and day faster, essentially. You know what I mean? And Dark Anchors, to find those, there's actually 3 in each zone. So if you go to your map and we zoom out, they're not showing up because I haven't unlocked them, but there's a Dark Anchor here, over here, and one down here. And there'll be 3 anchors in each zone. You can see them right here. Stone Falls world events, such as Dark Anchors, are activities that occur in the world that are best tackled by a group of adventurers. Completing a world event can award you experience, gold, and higher tier gear. So just playing these anchors over and over and over will level up your Fighters Guild. Special tip here, if you go to the Alakir Desert, there's a rotation, and you can get in the group, and they spawn. One will be spawned, the other 2 won't. So once you destroy this one of the other 2 is going to spawn, you travel there, you kill it, and you just go in a circle over and over and over. The reason you do that in the Alakir Desert is because there's a way shrine right next to the anchors. So you travel to the way shrine, run up to the anchor, kill it, go back to the way shrine, travel to the next one, kill it, so on and so forth. So some people sit there and just do that over and over, maxing out their Fighters Guild. I don't recommend doing it that way. I just let it level passively as I'm playing through the game. That's why I unlock it right away. But that is the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild. Now, I will say this too. If you don't want to get them unlocked right away, that's fine. Mages Guild is retroactive, so if you pick up the lore books while you're questing, and then you go unlock the Mages Guild, it will apply all those lore books to the Mages Guild and level it up retroactively. So just bear that in mind. Alright, the next thing I like to recommend to do is unlock the Antiquity system. What is the Antiquity system? Why do you recommend unlocking it? All that good stuff. The Antiquity system it gives you leads. Like if we're out, let's say we kill an anchor, we kill a bad guy, we pick up a note on the ground for iron ore or a reagent. Anything in the game can drop these things called leads. And what you do with the lead is you actually scry them. So, oops, wrong thing. Here we go. Boom. Antiquities Codex. So you're going to pick up these things called leads, and they're scryable. And you go in and, well, let's click on one of these. This is what they look like, right? Once you found them. You'll click on it, you'll scry it, and then it'll lead you to a location on the map in the zone. You'll go there and you'll excavate it. You level this up by scrying and excavating, and then eventually once you've maxed it, you can actually go and you can find relics. Relics are gear pieces that have one item for a set, and it's really, really powerful, man. They're game-changing pieces of equipment. You know what I mean? So leveling this up will actually get you access to some of the best gear in the game. Some people like to spam this and just max it out right away. I don't. I unlock it, and then if I'm tired of questing for the day, I'll go and I'll scry a couple leads and level it up a little bit at a time. But I like to unlock it here first, so that way I always have access to it, right? Is how I go about doing it. So how do we unlock scrying? I do want to say first that it is locked behind a DLC. So if you're not an ESO Plus member, you won't have access, or if you have not bought the DLC. Western Skyrim is where it is. So if you're an ESO Plus member, or you've bought the DLC, we just travel up here to Western Skyrim, to this little way shrine, and we go inside Solitude, the little town here. Boop. And we're going to run over here to the Antiquarian Circle. Alright, the Antiquarian Circle. We have arrived.
What's this? A new antiquarian in the making?
That's right, for Rita.
So, what brings a sturdy hero like you to the Gwylem Annex? I can't imagine you're looking for a book. Then again, I do see a glimmer of curiosity in your eyes. Perhaps you seek admission to the Antiquarian Circle.
I do. What is the Antiquarian Circle?
The University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, the Antiquarian's Eye.
The Antiquarian's Eye.
An invention of our university's founder, Terrain Fire. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Gazing into the eye requires both skill and talent. How talented are you, I wonder?
Let's find out. How do I begin?
Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the Antiquarian's Eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler.
Wow. What can you tell me about the Antiquarian's Eye?
It's a magnificent device.
It's like Sword in Stone.
In origin.
Either you can pull
As
it or
I
you
said
can't.
before, our university's founder, Terrain Fire, developed it along with countless other scholarly tools. Alas, he died before we could demonstrate the object's true potential.
What does it do exactly?
It homes in on objects of historical import, much like a bloodhound, without all the baying and drooling, of course. We still don't fully understand how it determines an item's value. Just more proof of our founder's genius, I suppose.
How many of these devices do you have?
We recovered several from a vault in Elenir. It seems Sage Fire intended for the university's best and brightest to continue his work after he was gone. It took longer than he would have liked, I'm sure. But I fully intend to honor his legacy.
What is the goal of the Antiquarian Circle exactly?
We seek the truth, above all else. Written histories rarely give an honest accounting of the past, so we go straight to the source. Relics, curios, even ancient bric-a-brac. Anything that can teach us more about the myriad cultures of Tamriel.
Are the relics you find valuable?
I assume you mean commercially valuable? Yes, you can keep any relics you recover and do with them what you will. The Circle's chief concern is cataloging the discoveries and learning what we can from them. Everyone benefits from the arrangement.
What is the University of Gwylem?
It's a school, of course. The very best, by any credible assessment. At least it was. What I wouldn't give to walk those halls again. This frigid annex is a very poor substitute. Very poor indeed.
Did you teach there?
For a time, I studied there as well. Despite all of Cyrodiil's struggles, I really did believe we could weather the storm. But war has far-reaching consequences, even for those who want no part in it. Especially for those who want no part in it.
So you have established a new annex here.
Here and elsewhere, the faculty scattered to the winds when the plane meld took hold. Fortunately, most of us survived, and we write each other constantly. I wound up in Skyrim somehow. As frozen wastelands go, it's really quite pleasant.
I love Skyrim. I don't know what you're talking about. So here's the Antiquarian's Eye. Alright, it likes us.
Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement. Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye.
Let's find out. How does it work?
In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle, to catalog your discoveries for future generations, and give a true accounting of Tamriel's history?
I do. I want to join the Antiquarian Circle.
An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabriel's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet. Welcome to the Circle, Antiquarian.
And it's that simple. We unlocked it. So we got the skill line scrying.
Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabriel Benele. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle.
Where is Gabrielle?
Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted.
All right, I'll go downstairs and speak with Gabrielle.
Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field.
Why can't you teach me how to use the eye?
Because I'm not a mage. Don't make a face. I never said I possess the aptitude. We all contribute to the Circle in our own way. You may wield the eye, but rest assured, my skill as a writer is no less important.
So she can't use it. How does your writing contribute to the Circle?
Not just writing. Few can match my knowledge of ancient history, aside from those who lived through it all, like that insufferable dark elf Devaith Fear. You may find these relics, but it's incumbent upon me to tell you what they are.
All right. So we're going to go downstairs and talk to Gabrielle. Level 4. Tip. Right-click on a piece of armor and select Enchant to consume a glyph and apply its special properties. 1 attribute point, 1 skill point. We got a glyph here, and we get to pick a piece of gear. It doesn't matter what you pick because this is all junk gear early on. I like to run medium legs, heavy chest, light, everything else. So I'm going to go with medium legs. Hey, we have some skill points, so... Good, good, good. Weapons. Wall of Elements and a Destruction Staff. So this is a dot. Slam your staff down to create an elemental barrier in front of you, dealing 553 magicka damage to enemies in the target area every 1 second. Depending on which staff you're using, whether it's a fire staff, frost staff, or a storm staff, it's going to do different effects. Here on the Templar, we are going to be using a fire staff. Wall of Fire deals additional damage to burning enemies. So, and its uptime is 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds we'll have to recast it. We're actually going to equip that. I'm going to change... Oh, I can't change it. Alright. And that's right where we want it. So we want a buff, so we're doing more damage. Then we do this. It'll make it do even more damage. And then we'll stab him in the face. And if worse comes to worse, we'll do a big heal to heal everybody and ourselves. Class skills. Adric Spear, I actually want to change the color of this to a ice blue. That'll be cool. And Restoring Light, I want to change the color of that to azure blue. And it just changes the cosmetics. The color of them, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So, light armor. Grace. Reduces the effectiveness of snares applied to you by 1% for each piece of light armor worn. Current bonus is 1%. Reduce the cost of sprint by 1% for each piece of light armor worn. So we're going to be doing a lot of running around the map, unlocking stuff early on. The less it costs to sprint, the better. So we're actually going to level that up. And we're going to be wearing 5 pieces of light armor. So you purchase a passive ability. These are always active, granting you their benefits at all times. Passive abilities cannot be placed in the ability bar. So they're just always active, essentially. Ooh, we got a notification. I don't want to mess with that right now. Gabrielle Benele.
Ah, you must be the Antiquarian Circle's most recent addition, eh? Greetings. Sorry for the mess. I'll tidy up down here, you know, eventually. But I digress. Verita wants me to teach you to use the Antiquarian's eye, yes?
Yes, Verita said you can use it better than anyone.
Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The eye wants to show you what you seek. So, clear your thoughts, and conjure up a picture of the relic in your mind.
So the relic I conjure in my mind is a massive sphere of all power that makes me the greatest healer and DPS in all of Tamriel. Damn, it didn't work. So, there's a little more to it than that. So, I need to have a relic in mind, then what?
The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Why don't we just give it a try?
Fair enough, I'll try the Antiquarian's Eye. Scryable. Okay, so Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving. So those leads I was telling you about that drop from all over, from many different things, anything you're doing in Tamriel can drop these. Once you've had a lead that you're leveled up enough to scry, you go ahead and click on it. Or you hit E, I guess. It's going to pull up the eye.
Well done.
Now our goal here is to get from our starting point to this. Sometimes there will be 4 or 5 of these around the board. You have to connect these dots to get to it. The trick here is just, you see, if I click this symbol, any symbol that's the same will light up. Let's click it. And now we can click anything that's connected to what we've already clicked on. So we'll click on this and it'll actually take us all the way to the eye. We'll make a more in-depth guide later down the road, making it simpler and explaining it. Now once you've scryed it, it's actually going to show you on your map a blue location. You'll want to travel there. Now if you don't get all the way to it, it's going to give you multiple locations. And then you got to go to each one and see if it's there. And that takes a lot more time. So you want to get very good at scrying so that way it shows you the exact location of where you're going, essentially. As you leveled up, it becomes easier and you're better at it. So
looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation.
So now when you start, we have 9 of these little things. So I can guess where it is 9 times. And what you want to do here is, it's called hot and cold. So you'll guess one, it'll give you a color, and if you're hot, it means you're close. If you're cold, it means you're completely off. So we'll click right here. It's red, which means we're nowhere in sight. It's nowhere over here. So we'll clear across the board over here. It's yellow. We're getting better. Red again, so it should be up here. We found it. Green means you found it. Yellow means you're close. Red means you're terrible. So now that we found it, we still have 5 more chances to guess where all it is, which direction. So now I'm just going to guess around it. It's not there. Chloe, quit your thumping, dude. Jeez Louise, she's twerking like a bat out of hell. So we know it's right in here, right? We're out of guesses. So we got to switch over to our brush. Now every time we use our brush, or one of our tools, if you have a shovel, eventually you unlock a shovel and all sorts of good shit. But for now, we just have the brush. Every time we use it, it's going to use up this gold bar. And we can use it till the gold bar is completely empty. Now we got to uncover our goodie. And you'll see it's leading down here, so we actually got to continue to dig down here. We unlocked it. Boom. Just like that, we found our relic. Now, we still have time left. And it's going to allow us to search around more for other things. There'll be gold, furnishings, all sorts of weird shit in here that you can find and sell for more money, essentially. So we're just going to guess all over and see if we can find something extra. There it is. We found some coins. 85 gold and Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving. And you can just do that till your bar runs out, essentially. And you won't always find extra stuff, so this is a first-time thing. You know what I mean?
There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it, too. Just keep practicing with the Antiquarian's Eye and master those digging techniques. I'm confident you'll be recovering priceless relics in no time.
What should I do next?
I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked in, start looking for relics. No time like the present, eh?
Alright, so now if you don't understand it completely or you want to go over the tutorial again, you can ask her to remind you about the Antiquarian's Eye and how it works, or excavating. I completely understand it, and for the purposes of this video, we're going to go and finish the quest. Now, something most people don't do and they don't know to do is you want to go into your collections and go to Tools. We now have the Antiquarian's Eye. You can see I've already got it equipped here on my character. You'll want to drag this over and make sure it's equipped. Why do we want to do that? So when you're out there and after you've scryed one, and let's say on the map it showed you it's a blue circle over here. It's going to be massive, right? You're going to get there and be like, holy shit, I can't see where the mound of dirt is. It's not glowing. I don't know. You use your antiquarian's eye, and it's going to point a little like a blue arrow in the direction of where the dirt mound is. Believe me, you're going to need it. You're going to want to use it. Otherwise, you're going to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, not being able to find your place to excavate. So what it actually does is it leads you to the exact location. So you're going to want that equipped on your hotbar. And then you can just go to it and use it. Boom. Obviously, we're not doing a thing right now. Otherwise, it would show us a blue arrow. And say we're facing this way and the mound was in the other way, you'll see a blue arrow shooting across the sky, aiming at it, pretty much. And I'll show it better in depth when we do an actual scrying, excavating, in-depth guide video in the future. And you'll be able to see it better used in that way, or at that time.
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was illuminating.
Yeah, she taught me how to use the antiquarian's tools.
Excellent. I had a good feeling about you, and as usual, I was right. From now on, consider yourself free to pursue any antiquities that interest you. We will catalog your findings for study, and together we will uncover the mysteries of this world.
So we did it. We're done. Now we can go and scry anything we want to.
Antiquarian. Wouldn't you agree? We're all quite busy, truth be told, but I suppose I can make more time for our most promising initiates. Is there something I can help you with?
How should I decide what antiquities to pursue?
That is entirely up to you. What cultures spark your curiosity? What region of Tamriel do you yearn to visit? Or, if it's simple wealth you're after, what item might fetch a prize on the second-hand market? The choice is yours.
How can I find something truly
Well,
magnificent?
your Antiquities Codex contains only those antiquities we're currently aware of. If you want to make a unique discovery of your own, you'll need to find a lead. Something that gives you a place to start.
Where can I find these leads?
Practically anywhere,
Yep.
believe it or not. Tucked away in chests, in the pockets of bandits, stashed in musty ruins. Just explore Tamriel as any adventurer would, and you're bound to find some.
So like I said, we unlock this so that way when we're out questing and exploring, we're going to find these leads, and then we can choose when and if we want to do them. Thank you. Now what kinds of objects will I find out there?
The potential applications of our discoveries are endless. You might find items worthy of display in your home, or discover a long-forgotten technique for body ornamentation. You might even recover jewelry or armor imbued with arcane power.
Dungeons and Dragons style, dude. Relics. Powerful, powerful relics. What's the greatest thing you've ever recovered?
Oh, I couldn't possibly choose. In any case, my interest in these objects has less to do with their uses and more to do with their historical value. Amalian swore she found parts of a mechanical mount, but that sounds a bit outlandish to me.
Huh. Alright, so a few more little tips here. Let's say you want to go into your skill tree, and we're going to go down into your world. You got excavation and scrying. You want to max these out. You want to get them all the way to full level. The best way to do that is to find a small zone and just do it over and over and over. So if we look here, we go to map. Oopsie. Where a lot of people like to go is actually Ivea. This is really small, easy to do. I think the most common one I've heard of is Artaeum. You'll scry a lead here, and it's only in this little section. And that way, you don't have to run clear across a big map, right? You can just run a little ways, get it done, do another one, run across, do it again, get it done over and over and over, right? And you can make a ton of gold doing it this way. Or you can level up and max out your scrying and excavation. And then once you've got them leveled up or maxed out and, better, you can actually go find some badass relics, right? Best in slot gear, jewelry type shit. I will say, though, you can also just go online, the internet, and see what relics are actually out there. And then kind of learn what you have to do or how to pursue them to get them unlocked, where to find them. Some of these leads for these badass items are hard to get. You have to farm the same dungeon or something over and over and over to get the lead to drop. But once it drops, then you can just scry it and excavate it, okay? So just bear that in mind. It can be a little tedious, but it is definitely worth doing. It's more of a mid to end game type thing, though, when you're working towards it. I won't have mine maxed anytime soon. It's more of a back burner thing, just when I feel like doing it a couple times here and there. But those are the tips and advice I got personally for it. Comment down below if any of your opinions, thoughts, how much do you value these? Is it even worth unlocking these right away? Was that a complete waste of time? Should you just be out questing or doing whatever? All your opinions are greatly valued by me and your fellow player. I'm going to wrap this video there. We got a lot done in this video. Next episode, we will actually be going after our first companion, Zareth Var. And we'll break down what companions are, where to find them, how to find them, what's good about them, why you want one, why you should go after them right away rather than waiting, all that good stuff we'll talk about in the next video. So definitely like, subscribe, stay tuned. Otherwise, we'll catch you all in the next video.